What would you do if you found love notes written by your wife about places you had never been with her? The glow from my laptop cut through the darkness of our bedroom in our apartment on West 72nd Street in Manhattan. It was 2:17 a.m. She was asleep beside me, her breathing steady, peaceful, like nothing in the world was wrong. But my hands were shaking, because on the screen, under her email, were Airbnb reviews. Perfect weekend getaway. The hot tub under the stars was unforgettable. Can't wait to come back with you. I had never booked that place. Never seen those mountains. Never touched her in a hot tub under the stars. And yet, she signed it with a heart. My chest tightened as I clicked the next one. And that's when I saw the name she mentioned. A name I had never heard before, but one that was about to destroy everything. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. At first, I told myself it had to be a mistake. Spam. Hacked account. Something explainable. That's what loyal husbands do. We search for excuses before we accept betrayal. But then I noticed the dates. Weekend she told me she was visiting her sister in Boston. A Tuesday night when she said she had a late marketing meeting. Every review lined up perfectly with nights she wasn't home. My stomach twisted. I turned slowly and looked at her. Emily. The woman I married 5 years ago in a small ceremony near Central Park. The woman I trusted more than anyone. The woman who was now breathing softly like she hadn't just rewritten our entire marriage behind my back. The humiliation didn't hit me all at once. It crept in, like cold water filling your lungs. The next morning, I made coffee like nothing was wrong. She walked into the kitchen wearing one of my shirts, her hair messy, smiling. "Morning," she said, kissing my cheek. I flinched just slightly. She didn't notice. Or maybe she did. "You okay?" she asked, pouring almond milk into her cup. "Yeah," I said. "Just didn't sleep great." She nodded, uninterested. That was the first thing I noticed. The distance. It hadn't been obvious before. But now, it was everywhere. Her phone always face down. Her sudden work trips. The way she stopped asking about my day. The way she barely touched me anymore. That night, I checked her email again. More reviews. Different places. A cabin in upstate New York. A loft in downtown Brooklyn. A beach house near Miami. All romantic. All detailed. All signed with that same little heart. And always mentioning him. Mark loved the view. Mark said this was our best trip yet. Mark couldn't stop smiling. Mark. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Because something inside me had already shifted. The loyal husband was gone. In his place, something colder was forming. I started watching. Listening. Tracking. She became predictable once I stopped trusting her. Thursday nights? Yoga class. Actually, dinner on Lexington Avenue with him. I followed her once. Sat in my car across the street from a small Italian restaurant. I saw her laugh. Really laugh. The kind of laugh she hadn't given me in years. Then I saw him. Mark. Tall. Confident. The kind of guy who thought the world owed him something. He touched her hand across the table. And she didn't pull away. That was the moment something inside me broke completely. Not cracked. Not fractured. Shattered. I drove home in silence. Sat in the dark living room. And for the first time in my life, I cried. Not loud. Not dramatic. Just quiet tears falling into my hands. Because I realized something worse than betrayal. I realized I had been replaced. Over the next few weeks, I stopped being emotional and started being strategic. I gathered everything. Screenshots of reviews. Email logs. Location data from our shared phone plan. Credit card statements. Photos I took of them together. I even hired a private investigator in Brooklyn. He got me more than I expected. Hotel receipts. Security footage. A video of them walking into an Airbnb in Queens, kissing. That video would become very important later. Emily grew colder. Almost cruel. "You've been distant," she said one night, standing in our kitchen. "Have I?" I replied. "Yes. It's like you don't even care anymore." I looked at her. Really looked at her. And realized she believed that. She believed I was the one fading. "I guess people change," I said quietly. She shrugged. "Maybe. Untouchable." That's what she thought she was. That's what they both thought. They didn't know I had already filed for divorce. Didn't know I had transferred our joint savings into a protected account under legal advice. Didn't know the prenup she laughed about years ago was airtight. And they definitely didn't know about the event I was planning. Our 5-year anniversary party. held at a rooftop venue in downtown Manhattan. Friends, family, her coworkers, even Mark, invited under a fake business pretense. Emily was glowing that night. Red dress, perfect makeup, smiling like she owned the world. She kissed me in front of everyone. I almost laughed. When it was time for speeches, I took the microphone. 5 years ago, I began. I married the woman I thought was my everything. People smiled. She smiled. Then I clicked the remote in my hand. The projector behind me lit up. An Airbnb review. Her name. Her words. Silence spread across the room. Confusion. Then another click. Photos. Receipts. Messages. And finally, the video. Her and Mark walking into that apartment. Kissing. Laughing. Like I didn't exist. The room went dead quiet. Emily's face drained of color. "Turn that off," she whispered. I didn't. Mark tried to leave. Two of my friends blocked the exit. "Sit down," one of them said. I looked at her. "You wanted everyone to know your love story," I said calmly. "Now they do." Her coworkers stared. Her boss looked disgusted. Her friends stepped away from her. Within a week, she lost her job. Morality clause, they said. Mark's wife, who I had contacted beforehand, filed for divorce immediately. Took everything. He lost his house, his reputation, everything. Emily tried to call me, beg me, cry. "I made a mistake," she said. "No," I replied. "You made a pattern." The divorce finalized quickly. She got almost nothing. I moved out of Manhattan. Bought a quiet place upstate. No noise. No lies. No Emily. Sometimes, late at night, I think about that moment. Her face. The realization. The collapse of everything she thought she controlled. And I don't feel anger anymore. Just silence. Because the truth is, she didn't lose me that night. She lost herself the moment she thought I'd never find out. The end.